Okay, what's up guys, it's your boy Night or Dion Night here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the basics, the very basics of FL Studio, whether you have the demo or you have the most expensive version of the DAW. So basically, let's get started here. I'm going to assume you guys are not making beats because I'm not that great at making beats. This is just for the vocal part if you want to make a song on it or anything like that. I'm going to assume that you know how to get a beat from YouTube or a free type beat, whatever. What you're going to want to do once you have that downloaded from whatever source you have is drag it and drop it onto the project. That's it. That's all you need to do. Now, I'm going to take you guys through this as if I was doing a song, and I'm just going to take you guys through that process. First thing, when you have your beat, double click on it. Put it in track 1. It'll look like this. Once you have clicked on it, double clicked on it, you're going to move this up to track 1. Whoa, there it goes a little fast. Track 1. There you go. What that does is that's going to put it right here. And to do that, you're going to basically want to click on these two little knobs. Click on these two little knobs right there. It'll put it in track 1. So when it puts it in track 1, basically all you have to do once you've done that is move this volume thing. See that at the top left right here? Watch when I move it. This little green knob, it's going to change the dBs. So put this to -6. At about -6. What that's going to do is make the beat lower so that your vocals have more presence. You know, they have more room to be heard, and every effect that you have will be heard. It won't be lost in the beat unless you're trying to be X or Ski Mask or something. Then you just put it all the way up and it'll freaking distort the crap out of your song. So that's the first step. Second step is making your desired sound. So whatever you want to sound like, whatever you want to go for. And you can experiment a lot with this. I'm going to show you guys a preset without Autotune because, well, first off, you can get Autotune for free. If you go to the Autotune website, Antares, or Antares. Yeah, if you go to the Antares Autotune website, you can buy it for $99 to $400. But there's a cheat. You can get it for free. Now, you can get it for free for up to like 14. What's 14 times 4? Whatever that is, you can get it for that many days. Because there's 4 versions of this Autotune. Antares is the normal Autotune, Autotune Artist, Autotune Effects, and Autotune Pro. And each one of those has a separate 14-day trial. So you can experiment with your sound and Autotune for 14 different days. So once you've put that trial to use and you're out of Autotune, then you have to buy it. There's no other trials. There's no other anything. You have to buy Autotune if you want to use Autotune after that. And I'm also going to show you guys this next, when this loads. Let's give my trash little PC some time so that I can... Let's give my trash little PC some time so that I can stop this because it's going to play and I don't want to hear it. Okay, cool. Is it stopped? Stop. Nope, it wasn't. Trash. Okay, anyway. What you're going to do now, once you're here, is effects. So vocal effects. Because if you don't have any vocal effects, I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like. If you don't have any vocal effects. When you want to record your vocals, you go to this little part where it says none. You go to N1 and you're going to hear yourself. If you don't want to hear yourself, because some people do, they like it. They like hearing themselves. It helps them hear the sound or the pitch or whatever they want to go for. If you don't want to hear yourself, go to this little circle. See that green little arrow on the tippity top? Click it. You won't hear yourself anymore. If you want it back, click it again. Don't want it? Click it again. That's how you get it on. That's how you get it off. This is what I'm going to sound like with no effects, no Autotune, no EQs, nothing. How you want to start recording is you're going to click this little red button up here, and you're going to go to the second option, audio into the playlist as an audio clip. That's all you got to press. It'll count down. Whoa, yeah, I know that you want to see that. That's how bad I'm going to sound without any effects on at all. I'm going to sound like this. Whoa, yeah, I know that you want to see that. That's how it's going to sound with no effects. I think I still have one recording. Yeah, that's not... And how you'll sound with effects. Now, keep in mind, this is the baby, so he doesn't really use Autotune. I'm going to portray it, because the baby's preset that I have has no Autotune, so I'm going to portray it as if it had Autotune. So let's do it one more time without Autotune to show you the true picture. True picture of what it's going to sound like. Whoa, yeah, I don't really want to see you. Whoa, yeah, I don't really want to see you. Now, let's see what it's going to sound like with Autotune. When you're done recording, you turn it to none so that it won't accidentally record something again. Then you put whatever one you want in one. Now let's see what it sounds like with Autotune. Let's go. Now they really want to walk. Yeah, my gun ain't love to talk. Yeah, my gun ain't love to stalk. Put that chop on your block. And see what that sounds like with not Autotune. Let's go. Now they really want to walk. Yeah, my gun ain't love to talk. Yeah, my gun ain't love to stalk. Put that chop on your block. So that's what you could sound like with no Autotune. Now let's assume you do have Autotune. Let's assume you do. This is what you could sound like with Autotune on. Keep in mind, this is gonna sound like a lot because it's Young Thug's vocal package, so it's gonna be a lot of Autotune. But you can tune it to however you want, whether it be a little bit of Autotune or Travis Scott or Young Thug. You know, you can tune it. But this is gonna sound like a lot. But this is what you can sound like with Autotune. No, they really love to talk. Yeah, no, they really love to talk. No, they really love to talk. Yeah. No, they love to talk. See that shot on my block. I'ma pull up on your homie. I'ma drop like it's hot. Got that pistol in the head. Now that boy dead, cause he used to run off and talk to the fed. So let's see what that sounds like with Autotune. Yeah. No, they really love to talk. Oh, that's a lot of Autotune. Yeah. No, they really love to talk. No, they really love to talk. Yeah. No, they love to talk. See that shot on my block. I'ma pull up on your homie. I'ma drop like it's hot. Got that pistol in the head. Now that boy dead, cause he used to run off and talk to the fed. Not a good performance, but you get what I mean. Like, it's not about the performance, it's about the vocal effect. So how we get into the vocal effects? Basically, I'm gonna start off with a clean slate like this. Nothing's gonna be in there, it's gonna be blank. You're gonna just build it however you want. Let's say you have the free Autotune trial. Well, you're gonna go down here to Autotune Pro or Autotune Artist or whatever. You're gonna want to find it. And if it's not down here, if you downloaded Autotune or another plugin and it's not down here, you're gonna want to go to more plugins. And once you go to more plugins, it's gonna take a second to load. Probably because just my PC is super bad. But once you get here, you basically want to scan your plugins, and it's gonna scan every single thing you have. Yeah, go to Manage Plugins. And then it's going to scan every single plugin you have. And once it scans everything, then you'll be good. You'll have your Autotune. It'll be good. Find more plugins right here. And once it's, I'm not going to wait for it to scan because I already have all of it. Once it's done scanning, it'll be down there. Just plug it right in. Let's just say you want Autotune. Boom. All you're going to want to do from here is put your input type to alto or tenor. And then your key and your scale depends completely on the beat. It varies with every single beat. How you would find that is you can put your beat into a Google search, a key finder, or if you have the most expensive version of Autotune, you can do what's called Auto Key, and it'll find the key of the song for you. C minor. And it'll send it to Autotune for you. As you can see, it changed to C minor, alto tenor. And you can change the retune speed, which is basically the Autotune, how it's like how fast it retunes your voice. Retune speed. 0 would be the highest amount of Autotune. 400 would be nothing at all. Humanize is basically if you want to sound like Travis Scott. It's how much human type sounding effect is going to be in your voice. So 0 is going to be like a lot of Autotune, robotic-y and all that. 10 would be a good middle ground between. I usually keep it at 14 because that's normally, it sounds normal, but it also has that hint of vocal effect Autotune in it. Trippie Redd would probably use 14, or Lil Skies would probably use 14. Young Thug would probably use like 3. Travis Scott would use 0. So things like that matter. So that's the Autotune portion. And when you're done, get rid of Auto Key because you don't need it after that. It's just going to take up space up here. Which is basically how much power you have in your computer. It's going to make it sound different, buffer, lag on. Now we're going to move into stuff like reverb. I'm going to assume everybody knows what reverb is. It just makes your voice pop. Like it's basically echo is what reverb is. It is basically echo. And you can experiment with the amounts and everything that you have. So let's just put some reverb on there. Let's use a preset. Let's just use the venue. Why not? Next, you're going to want to go to a Parametric EQ. This is basically the low cuts and high cuts in your voice. It's going to make the lows pass or the highs pass. it'll sound different depending, and I'll show you guys real quick. Let me just show you. Let's just make a really high one. I gotta put my vocal effect in real quick and take it off the other one. Okay, now we can record, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
You can hear it right here. Listen.
Now you can hear it a little different. You hear what I mean?
It goes high.
It goes low. So what you're going to do on a vocal pass is you can change it however you want. You know, X on Jocelyn Flores would probably have it down, and he'd have it cut to about right here. Okay. Vocal presence is one that helps you with your vocal presence. You know, it'll make your presence higher. Something like Old Telephone. It makes you kind of sound like Juice WRLD in his intros of his songs, where he sounds like he's talking to a telephone. Hey, I know I just had some heartbreak and stuff like that. Basically, it just passes your voice. It just makes it sound better. Let's just leave it on vocal presence. You're going to want to do another vocal EQ to make it sound even better, but I'm just going to, we don't really know. I'm just showing you guys the very basics. You might want some delay. Let's say you want some delay. There's presets, widen, weird, stereo, sound effect, whatever. You're going to want to, you know, what I'm trying to tell you guys is tinker with it yourselves, and you'll end up with a result that you like and not just something that you copied from somebody else. You know, you'll find yourself. So once you're done experimenting with all these different effects and stuff, you can really get to work and sound like how you want to sound like. So let's just assume I want to do what's it called? A Juice WRLD type intro for this song. It would sound like this. Go to the second option. I told her that it was all in my head. I didn't think she was lying. She lied. I never saw her again. It would sound like this.
I told her that it was all in my head. I didn't think she was lying. She lied. I never saw her again.
Now that would be like your intro. You can be creative with these different things, and if you wanted to, I don't know, let's just do a Trippy Red type effect on it. Where's Trippy? Let's say you wanted to actually make a heartbreak song. You would experiment with all the vocals and edit it, make it lower, make it higher. Put it where you like it. And then leave it. Turn this off. If you want it on, you can keep it on. Like I said, you just click that arrow, click it off. And let's just start recording from here. Just freestyle something.
I never saw her again.
It's over. I don't think that I can do this anymore. And then you would cut back in. I don't think I see her. I'm knocking on her door. And then you would just do that for your song if you have lyrics.
I never saw her again.
It's over. I don't think that I can do this anymore. I don't think I see her. I'm knocking on her door. And then I'm gonna just freestyle a little bit more. You can skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to hear it, but I want to have fun for a little bit. I don't think I hear her. I'm knocking all on her door. I think I want some more. I think I want some more. I don't think I hear her. I'm knocking all on her door. I think I want some more. I think I want some more. She don't understand that I'm trying to get around. She don't think that I be telling her that I'm around. I'ma turn your frown upside down and take your block, chop, bear it out. That wasn't a very good verse, but here for the effects. I think I want some more. She don't understand that I'm trying to get around. She don't think that I be telling her that I'm around. I'ma turn your frown upside down and take your block, chop, bear it out. Basically, that's what you could sound like, and you could make yourself sound very different. Let's say you want to do a super auto-tuned song. You could go like this. I don't think that I can see it anymore. If she don't wanna talk to me, I drop it on the floor. She ain't even know what she done to me. I tell her I'm a door. She know this shit don't talk to no cheaters. I tell her I am a genius. I ain't got time for no leavers. Should have said divas.
I don't think that I can see it anymore. And she don't wanna talk to me, I drop it on the floor. She ain't done, you know she done to me. I tell her I'm a door. She know this shit don't talk to no cheaters. I tell her I am a genius, I ain't got time for no leavers.
And if you don't have auto-tune at all, you can do something like Da Baby. And it would sound something like this. Yeah. No, they love to talk. No, they love to talk. No, they love to talk. I might get my scope out, pull up in the AR. Up in the AR. Don't drive a Mercedes, I might crash my new car. Crash my new car. And she told me she ain't hanging with nobody but the star. Let's see what that sounds like. The reason it moves, I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it just moves on its own. You just put it back to where you started recording and it'll be synced up. So let's see what that sounds like. Yeah. No, they love to talk. No, they love to talk. I might get my scope out, pull up in the AR. Don't drive a Mercedes, I might crash my new car. And she told me she ain't hanging with nobody but the star. So anyway, that's what you would sound like if you wanted to sound like the baby, I guess, with no auto-tune or anything like that. If you finished your project and you like the way it sounds and everything, actually, before we export, let's say what these tools do. Like, let's say you have a vocal. We'll use this as an example. It's the beat, but we'll say that it's a vocal. If you want to cut it, line it up on the line, cut, and you can cut this part out. If you don't like that vocal, let's say it's just pure silence and there's background noise, you can cut it and you don't want it anymore. Also, if you get it on a line and you just want to cut a certain part, you can do it sideways. So you can just cut a certain part out. Yeah, a little part right there. That's the cut tool. This is a select tool. Basically, you can select stuff, Control C and then Control V, and then go back to the Paintbrush tool, and you'll have a second layer. So let's say you have a hook of your song, you don't want to record your hook again, you can get this, copy it, paste it, line it up on the beat where the second part of your hook would be. And then let's say you wanted to make it sound different. You would go to this little squiggly thing right here, make unique, because if you edit something that you've copied, it's gonna go to every single thing. Like if you recorded it, copied it, and then put it like your hook of your song on two different places, if you edit the first one, it'll edit the second one too, so they'll sound the same. If you don't want that to happen and you want your second part of your hook to sound different or something, make it unique like I just did, and it'll sound completely different. Let's say you want your vocals to have a lower or higher pitch. Like you want your voice to be deeper, voice to be higher. You can change it and it won't change this one. You want your volume to be higher, want your volume to be lower. It won't change that one. On vice versa, if you don't make it unique, it will change the other one exactly how it changes that one. So just keep that in mind. This tool is the Paintbrush tool. Basically, you just copy, paste whatever that you have. You can delete. Hold right mouse button, you delete, Control Z, bring it back. Those are really the three basic tools. I don't really use any other tool. Only other thing you're going to want to use is go up here where my mouse is, drag, and you can see a clearer view of everything, or you can go in depth, cut something really precise, go out, have a wider view. It's really up to you. But after you've liked everything you've done to your song, you can tune it, go to type in value on this little knob right here. Right click this knob, type in value. Now this is your hertz. Songs are base 440 hertz. If you want to be like X or something, 440 hertz is basically a frequency that apparently makes people feel down or subconsciously not happy or anything. That's why X, the rapper XXXTentacion, he made all his songs 432 hertz because that's the normal human frequency of the universe or something like that. So if you're into all that, you can change your hertz, put 432 and enter, and your whole song will be like that. That's basically it. That's basically the overview. When you're done, you go to export. If you have the free trial, you cannot save your projects. Remember that you cannot save. You can only export. So everything you do, you have to do it for every single project. You have to start all the way over for every project you have. But if you buy FL Studio, you don't have to do that. So regardless, everyone does the same thing. You export as a WAV file. Find your folder you want to put your songs in or whatever. Name it whatever you want. click save, and then it'll bring you to this screen right here. All you're going to want to do is click start. Nothing else matters. Don't leave, don't touch anything here at all. Just click start, and then it'll export your song. It'll be in that folder, and you can share it with the world. So hope this video helped you guys out. It's been Dion Not Here or Night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you, babies.